I'm working on my Testors Hemi race only 426 Hemi, although this also applies to Testors regular Hemi motor. And on my last video I neglected to mention that Testors did make some mistakes in their instructions. One of them is about the push rods, and in my last video I neglected to mention that when you're placing the push rods, you can disregard the instructions if you didn't get that warning. And on the underside of the carriage here, it is labeled, if you look for it, long and short. So that's the best way to place your push rods. The other thing I mentioned in my last video was how easy it was to install the cylinder heads after installing the centerpiece and getting your piston tubes lined up perfectly. So I thought I would try and do it on video to prove it. On the bottom of your heads, you've got 4 holes, 1, 2, 3, and 4 for your long push rods. If you insert your long push rods first, then the short ones. The first short one will go into one hole. It's a solid hole, and the push rod has to go through it. The rest of the short push rods can just lay in. It's not a solid hole. And I'm going to try it on video, which of course I've never done before. Hard enough to do. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we have to get this one through the hole, and the rest should just lay in place. 1, I think they're all about laid in place. Feed them through, and on you go. Now, just lift up. There's 3 little pins here that have to line up with the cylinder head. And normally I take my push rod, or excuse me, my rocker arms out of there. Make it a little easier access on there. A little drop of glue in each corner. Set those on the pins, and you're good to go.